There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. Big Ten play starts as these two teams get set to square off and start the conference race. It's the Maryland Terrapins and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, the Terrapins head coach told me before the game, he told me that this is new for the Big Ten. Obviously, these teams coming all the way to the West Coast. The travel is long. They have been putting some practices in place to make sure their players are moving, getting up early, getting prepared for this time zone challenge. They are going to try to perform at their best performance level today, but they put a ton of time and research and science into making sure the players are prepared to go. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Bruins headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The give is to Smith. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He'll try it again. Look out, he's got room. Looking for room at the 25. Speeding down the left side. At the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's the throw. Sets up the screen. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. First down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away, get him on the ground for no gain.
Throws to the back. Got a man. It's Knight. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bruins peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Under fire. He's got it way down the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UCLA. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that, that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland's offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays.
There he goes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They punted away on 4th down. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Running inside. It's Knight. Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know what people forget? Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Iamaleava. Got it. They pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. And the Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Throwing, Imaliava. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Unloads to the right. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The give is to Williams. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. A 3rd and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Back to throw. It's Washington. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Terrapins moving quickly to the line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Terrapins!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
3rd down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Intercepted, and he's got a huge lane in front of him. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Maryland! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The run inside. It's Knight. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running inside, it's Smith. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this 3rd down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Time to take a shot. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. On the ground, it's Knight. Quick spin on the run. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Here comes the heat. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Smith. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with North Dakota State taking on the BYU Cougars. And it's the home squad coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Pac-12.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Iamaleava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Hey, there's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Release to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions. And they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Breaks into the open. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Could not make his way to the corner.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He worked his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Wait a second, there's a flag on the field. Let's check that one out. They're going to go for it on fourth down with a couple of good options. A first down or a touchdown. Tries to get it on the ground. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Terrapins! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Play fake, Iamaleava. Tight end finds a soft spot. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were...
Got a little grass. And they're able to make the tackle. What a great run that was. But they had given up on the series, and the defense says, no, let us help you stay alive and maybe get a first down later.
Yeah, you thinking pass all the way, and they run it, and they keep going, and I don't know how they got that many yards, but it's still your turn.
They go right back to him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Throwing, Iamaleava. Steps away to find some room. Got out of trouble and throws. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Quarterback may change this route. Fourth down, Iamaleava. He'll take the deep shot. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Smith takes the handoff, and the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Run in the red zone, it's Smith. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game, you want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Smith. He gets nothing, nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Got his man. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Stop cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Iamaleava to throw for it on 4th. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Breaks the tackle. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Pick up of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Williams. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Fires toward the end zone. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Iamaleava. Here's a hit. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days.
He tries to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back.
Turning it on. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Right back to the well. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Throwing, Iamaleava. Pocket breaking down. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out.